Contentious probate is a term that covers any kind of a dispute about a will or about the distribution of a person's estate. It can be when you're challenging whether the will is valid or not, and that can be for all sorts of reasons. It can also be if you don't think that the will or the way the estate is being distributed is right. If, for example, you were living with somebody but you weren't married and they've died, their will may not include you at all. They may not have a will, or the will may not give you what you think is fair. What you need to do in those circumstances is get immediate advice, because it may be possible to bring a claim under the Inheritance Provision for Family Independence Act 1975. Other people can make claims under this act as well: children, people who were being financially maintained even if they weren't living with the person concerned, and there are other classes of beneficiaries, but it is very important to get specialist advice at the first possible opportunity. It may be, for example, that you have been presented with a will which you think just doesn't look and feel right. Maybe the signature's odd, maybe it provides for people to be benefited that you wouldn't have thought that the person who made the will would have wanted to take any money. Come and get advice as soon as possible. Again, there may be things that can be done. There may be things that if you don't get that advice quickly from a specialist, it's going to be too late. There are other things that we deal with within contentious probate. That's things like, for example, disputes between the beneficiaries and the executors. If you think the executors are not handling the estate correctly, maybe they're making decisions that favour them rather than you. Again, there are solutions, there are things that can be done, but you need to take advice from a specialist. We do very often receive specialist referrals from other solicitors because of our acknowledged expertise in this area. One example was a case that came in a couple of years ago. The ladies who had consulted me had been to see their own solicitor because they were very concerned that a will that a neighbour of theirs had allegedly made just didn't look and feel right. There was something wrong with it. We were able to take prompt action for them and eventually able to reach an agreement with the other side to the effect that that will was not to be used as the correct will, and as a result of that our clients got far more money than they would have done had we not been able to advise them. So we do have an experienced team. They'll be very happy to advise you in the first instance on a no obligation basis. Do feel free to contact us if you think you may have a problem in this sort of area.